Erroneous we are. What's up, guys? Your boy McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free movie review of the 2022 comedy drama film Hustle. Now, let's get into it. So I just finished watching this movie. I started watching it last night, and then paused it because I had to go to sleep, and I finished it this morning. Or is it the afternoon now? Okay, it's 12:10, but when I finished it, it was like 11 something. So I finished it this morning, and it's a pretty great movie. It's not a perfect movie, but it is a great movie. It impressed me. Um, I had a lot of fun with it. It was funny. It's not a comedy movie. It's a drama movie, but there is comedy in this movie, and the comedy in this movie works and is quite witty and it's quite funny. And there's some relatable kind of comedy in this movie, if that makes sense. Um, and the comedy actually feels like it belongs in this story. Like the comedic moments don't feel out of place at all. Nothing in this movie really feels out of place. Everyone in this movie, in my opinion, were all perfectly cast. I can't really imagine anybody else playing Sandy Sugarman other than Adam Sandler. He nails it in this role. He nails it. Um, this this is a movie that I feel like is very personal for Adam Sandler. Was a very personal movie for him to film because if you know anything about him, he loves basketball. He's told like talk show host about how much he loves basketball, and he's even like kind of in like previous movies, he's kind of hinted like that he's loved basketball. He's in the movie Uncut Gems. Sandler didn't like completely make the character Howard Ratner um like himself, but he did you could tell that he did kind of like put some influence, some like he did kind of like sorry guys. I'm losing my train of thought. All right, so the character Howard Ratner was slightly influenced in some ways by Adam Sandler. Um, in small ways though. If you haven't seen the movie Uncut Gems, Howard Ratner is Jewish, and Adam Sandler is Jewish. Howard Ratner loves basketball, and Adam Sandler also loves basketball. It's like little things like that I'm talking about. Um, so this is a like I said, a very personal movie for Adam, and he knows the game of basketball. Like Adam Sandler himself, he's one of the producers of this movie, by the way, knows the game of basketball very well and knows the NBA very well. He doesn't play for the NBA, but he goes to a lot of their games. He's a fan. And he knows some NBA players. Adam Sandler is pretty good friends with Shaquille O'Neal, if you didn't already know. Plays basketball with him a lot. And, you know, I guess I don't know about you, but if if I knew somebody who, like, consistently played basketball with an NBA player, I would expect them to be pretty good at basketball if they're like playing with NBA players all the time and and are not like losing within 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Anyway, Adam Sandler nails this role as Sandy Sugarman. He gives the best performance in the movie. Although all the performances are great. Um, Adam Sandler is just the best. Queen Latifah is pretty good in this movie too, and I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her like in a movie in a long time, if that makes sense. She was kind of dead to me before I watched this movie. I knew that she was still making movies and stuff. I knew that she's going to be in the Tiger Rising movie, which I'm not excited for because I hated the book. But like other than that, I hadn't really watched any movies with her. I hadn't really recently watched any movies with her in them. That's what I mean. Until I watched this movie, and she's great. She's funny. She has great chemistry with Adam Sandler. She plays his wife, and they're really funny together. They generally feel like two people who are married and who have known each other for a while. And all the characters in this movie feel like real people. And the thing is, a lot of the characters in this movie are real people who are playing. Okay, they're technically all played by real people, but a lot of the characters in this movie are real people played by themselves. Like a lot of people play themselves in this movie. Like for example, Shaquille O'Neal plays himself. Some other people play themselves. A lot of people play themselves in this movie. And if you don't believe me, it's like so many people. There are like so many people in this movie that play themselves that when I was watching the credits, I had to take a screenshot. I had to take a screenshot just to like show you guys and put in this video because the amount of people who play themselves in this movie, it's just there are just so many that it's like mind blowing. Anyway, I'm about to show you that screenshot. See what I mean? And there are actually some more people who play themselves. Like I just took one screenshot of one frame of the credits. Anyway, yeah, I do watch the credits just cause I feel like it. Anyway, this is a really good movie. It's very fun. The first 15 minutes are pretty slow, but they're slow in a good way. Like slow in a kind of way that's necessary to get the story moving and to introduce some of the characters. After those first 15 minutes, this story is pretty moderately fast paced. Anyway, I didn't have a problem with the pacing at all. This movie is very entertaining. It's very fun. My favorite parts of the movie are like when this character played by Adam Sandler is training. Okay, so when Sandy Sugarman is training Bo Cruz, like it makes for some of the best scenes in this movie. And they have great chemistry together, and the guy who plays Bo Cruz, I can't remember who it is, but he's excellent. And there's some touching moments in this movie from these characters, mainly from these two characters, Sandy Sugarman and Bo Cruz. There's some pretty touching moments. And I was very impressed with what I saw. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was like really hyped. I knew it was going to be good, and it did not disappoint. And there's actually one scene in this movie that was also shown in the trailers that I think is going to be like, as more and more people see this movie, is going to be like heavily quoted throughout the years. I'm not going to say what scene it is, but if you've seen the movie and you've seen the trailers, you know what scene I'm probably talking about. Even before this movie came out, I was constantly quoting that scene that they showed in the first trailer. like some of the dialogue that they showed in the first trailer that was all from one scene, because the dialogue is just the dialogue from in that scene from Adam Sandler's character Sandy Sugarman is just so motivating and so well written, and it sticks with you. Anyway, I had a lot of fun watching this movie. It's great. If you're a basketball fan, you should definitely check this movie out. If you're an Adam Sandler fan, you should definitely check this movie out. It's great. I think that Adam Sandler should play more serious roles because I like him as like a slapstick comedy actor, although he's not always good in those roles. But I like him better as like a drama actor, like a dramatic actor. I like his drama movies better. And I think that Adam Sandler has started to realize, like, recently, that he's actually better in, like, more dramatic roles and in more dramatic movies, because, he's actually starring in a few more dramatic movies that are coming out soon. He's, like, starring beside Paul Dano in, Spaceman of Bohemia, which I can't wait to see. He's also gonna do another movie with the Safdie brothers. And I think there was like one other drama movie he's gonna be in. Anyway, Adam Sandler has recently had like a huge redemption in his acting and stuff. You know, he was in quite a few shitty movies in the past year. In the past, like, recent 10 years, and that's what I meant. Not in the past year, in the past 10 years. And, he's been, like, starting to redeem himself, with his movies. You know, Marwood Stories was pretty good. Uncut Gems was pretty good. Hubie Halloween was pretty good, although a lot of people hated that movie. This movie was pretty good. If you've ever seen Reign Over Me, I know that Reign Over Me, what came out before, like, his quality drop hit. Reign Over Me is like a really underrated underground Adam Sandler movie, dramatic movie that came out before Adam Sandler's big tank in the film industry, where, like, you know, quality of his movie started to like really lower. It came out like back in 2006 or 2007. I watched it like 2 years ago. It was a pretty good movie. That's a pretty good one. You should check out if you're an Adam Sandler fan. Especially if you're a fan of his dramatic performances. Punch Drunk Love was also before all that happened. But it's a pretty good movie. And I can't wait to see the next Adam Sandler movie. Adam Sandler is a great actor. He's had a few slip-ups in the past years. But in my opinion, he's a great actor, especially when he's given the right material. Or giving himself the right material. And I think that he's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and more well known over the years. And I think he eventually will win an Oscar. Eventually, those Oscar people are just gonna have to accept that he's no longer known as a bad actor, and he's known as a good actor, and a well-respected one. Anyway, I'm gonna give Hustle a 92% out of 100%. Sorry, which is the equivalent of an A. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.